Hello everyone, my name is Tor and welcome back to my channel, Anthropology. Alright, I hope everyone is well. We have a nice rainy day in Vancouver and I'm just wanting to, film another video as I have the time. So in today's video, basically coming from the poll that I did on the community tab, and today we're focusing on why I'm doing a low buy year and basically why I'm focusing more on minimalism in terms of my consumer habits. So I've talked about this a few times on this channel before. Once back in December where I was basically like shopping overtook my life. I'll link that video below and above in the card section if you want to check that out. But basically I came to the realization that my spending habits were very unhealthy. I was spending a lot. All I could think about was shopping, shop. And basically this channel was an outlet for that, a way to engage with a larger community about it. But recently, if you've seen my last unboxing, I talk about finding purse peace. And also I deleted a variety of social media channels through Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever it may be. And through that, I've been obviously less exposed to influencer and influencer culture and more so seeking out minimalism and just more intentionality within all that I do and everything that I bring into my life, with a large focus on shopping. So I've tried to do low buy years in the past and I've struggled, with it. And I find it weird that I struggled with it because I was like, why is it so hard for me to stop shopping? Like, what is this compulsion? But basically this year it's stuck. I don't know why. Maybe it's just I'm older now. I'm more mature. It's happening. So I'm going to be going over 5 different reasons or 5 different things that have led me to pursuing low buy / slow consumption / minimalism. So if you're interested, definitely keep watching. All right, so I'll leave timestamps below, chapters in the description bar if you want to skip through, see what we're going to be talking about. So the first part, I have a little notebook here, is I started getting way too many things and I started accumulating things at a pace that I couldn't wear them. I remember last May or last March, anytime in the spring, I purchased a Celine Nano luggage. I purchased some sunglasses, a new ring. I purchased a trapeze bag. And then basically I got an Ava bag and then I got a Miu Miu bag. And I was just like, okay, I'm getting way too many of these stupid little bags that I can't wear them. And I'm like, I'm spending all of my money, I'm focusing all of my time on consuming these luxury goods, and I can't wear them fast enough in order to justify the cost per wear. So one thing that's been really great is I downloaded this wardrobe sort of cost per wear spreadsheet. I'll link it down below. I talked about it in my last video as well. Basically, I've been analyzing and documenting all of the things that I wear, when I wear them, how much I wear something, etc., and then seeing what that cost per wear is over the month, over the year. I've only been doing it for 2 months, so we're still tracking. I'll do an updated video when I'm at around the 6-month mark just to see what I wore most within the past 6 months. But I started getting so many things that I couldn't wear all of them in order to justify the pace that I was consuming them. And I was like, why am I having such FOMO, such scarcity mindset? Why do I need to consume things so quickly when I'm not even wearing them, when they're not even valuable to my life at this moment? They're just sort of like sitting there. It's like collecting them for the sake of collecting them, or buying for the sake of buying, if you will. So I really wanted to get out of that habit. I really wanted to shift away from just purchasing, and like accumulating a lot of goods really quickly. So along that same line, my second point is things were getting really cluttered. I live in an apartment, I live in Vancouver. It's fairly, limited in terms of storage space. And I was just like having things pile up. And I'm one of the people that if I see a lot of visual clutter, I get very cluttered internally. I get stressed out. It freaks me out. I need to have like a clean space. So seeing a lot of clutter, seeing a lot of things accumulate, and then just feeling like I was being trapped by them, like they were owning me a little bit, I really wanted to escape that as well. So I was like, how can I not do this? Obviously, just stop consuming. It may sound logical to some, it's very hard for others. So that's one thing that I definitely noticed, that things were being purchased at a pace that was unreasonable, and the clutter that was coming from them was just causing me more stress than happiness. So my third point is around recategorizing mentally needs to wants. So I had this misconception, everything basically became a need. I saw it, I needed to have it, it was no longer a want. The want stage was just out the window, it was gone. Everything was gone, like saw it, need. So I wanted to recategorize my brain into distinguishing between a want and a need, sort of if I need this thing actually or if I just want this thing. And by slowing down my consumption, I've been able to analyze my thoughts and my impulses a little bit better. And I've been really focusing on, okay, do I really need that thing or do I think I need that thing? And if I think I need it, but I don't actually need it, then it's just a want and I can see if it waits. I've been very good now about holding off on purchasing something just for the case of purchasing it. And I've been able to see, okay, do I actually want this thing at all? So sometimes with impulse purchases, especially if you see something on social media, I don't know, my brain gets triggered and I'm like, I love that, I need it. So then I start thinking about it, it becomes obsessive. I start compulsively looking for it, figuring out the price, visualizing it in my life. And then before I know it, I'm like at the store and I need the item. Whereas now I have that extra space in between me and the marketing, me and the item. And I've been able to slow down, think about it. Do I actually need it? Do I actually want it? Most of the time I forget about it and it's just a no. I just like, well, that's just like another item. If I do actually want it, if I do really think it would work well, then I just leave it in my cart for honestly up to like a week or 2 weeks just to see if like, is the fire still there? Is the passion still there for me in that item? If it is, I'll think about it a little bit more and then I'll go ahead and do it if it lines up. If not, I just say thanks, but goodbye. So my fourth point is basically wanting to remove the feeling of FOMO, the feeling of constantly lacking something. By constantly being in the cycle of want, consume, I always feel like I was missing something, like I was lacking something in my life that would bring me joy, that would bring me happiness. And I always thought that I should turn to consumer goods for those things, for happiness, for fulfillment, because I would see it, I'd need it, I'd feel empty without it. I've been wanting to break that cycle of purchasing something, feeling full for a minute, feeling happy and content, and then constantly thinking about the next thing that I was going to purchase because that feeling had come back. And by taking some space, taking some time, and by extending my consumer cycle, I'm not purchasing things in like rapid succession anymore. I'm taking quite a bit of space in between my purchases, and I've been really focusing on not buying because I'm feeling more full in what I'm doing. I'm noticing that everything I need, I already have basically. I have all of these things in my closet. I've been cycling through my wardrobe. I've been wearing different pieces that I haven't worn in years. And that feeling of lack is no longer there because I realize that I have so much. I've moved from a scarcity mindset where I'm constantly feeling like I need something that I don't have to an abundance mindset where I realize that I have everything that I already need. Sure, there are things here and there that I'm like, oh, I would really like to have that, but there's no longer that like deep burning desire or like hole in my stomach that I'm missing something and I need it. And then my final point is I wanted to focus my money on different things. I realized that last year I spent maybe a solid like 7 or 8, maybe up to $10,000 on things, on bags, on shoes, on ready to wear, on like you name it, a material good, I spent it. And looking back, I wish I wish I didn't. I mean, I'm grateful for the things that I have, but also like when you put that money into like a dollar amount, it really is significant. And like this year I'm toying with the idea of going to grad school. That's going to be an expense. I'm toying with the idea, like my partner and I are thinking of getting a car. That's going to be an expense. And I just realized that I wanted to put my money towards different things as opposed to another bag or another pair of shoes or another jacket when I already have so much. So by focusing on low buy, by focusing on minimalism, I've been really able to get more wear out of the things that I have and then put that money that I would be earning towards other things, even saving. Saving is such a forgotten and such like a brushed over thing in our consumer culture where I just want to have money again. You know, I don't want to be constantly paying off a credit card. I don't want to have like a credit card bill just like looming over my shoulder every time I clock into my job. So that's my video. I know this channel is changing. It's moving a bit from like shop to minimalism and more like talkative videos. I'll still be doing reviews. I'll still be going shopping. I still like shopping. I love the luxury industry, but will I be purchasing as much? Probably not. But if you like this video, if you have noticed these patterns within yourself, definitely comment down below. Let me know where you're at. We can definitely chat about it. Definitely like this video if you did like it, and also subscribe for more content. Don't know where this channel is going, but if you like me, just subscribe, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye, guys.